We'll pledge next time.
It's okay, Jack.
We got you. He's gonna hold
Stand,
it.
please. Bo, would you lead us?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Think fast.
Next thing is roll call is the president. And, Tom, that letter will change.
Yes.
That's just
I know who I am. Slide under the radar.
we're still keeping her around, so.
The worst part is when it says Elizabeth Harper and then people go. Yeah, so.
They put Terry on there and they show him one of it.
I changed some of them, I guess.
I was gonna say it's right. Oh, I may have the old one then, okay, so, if we could, and that.
What we printed is wrong,
Oh.
what they laid out is right.
Gotcha. Now,
I came with the printed version of it.
I did too.
Yeah, I always print them for y'all, because I want to
Thank you for waiting on us.
That confirms we have a form. Next order of business is election of officers. For this new year that we have before us, the seats that are available are chair, vice chair, and secretary. And do we have anyone that would be like to bring your name forward?
I'll let everybody is true.
I say.
And we want to go ahead and check for our vice chair. So
We can make a motion to leave them like they are, but we still have a secretary.
we do need a secretary, right?
I like a motion, nomination cease and we elect your chair by acclamation.
I second that.
That's right. First and second on the floor, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. With that nomination completed, everybody can be chair. That leaves our next position, which is vice chair. A nomination for Mark White to be vice chair. What's that motion? Or
I make a motion, nomination cease and we elect him by acclamation.
first,
I second
second that. So with first and second, I take the call. Gregory is second. All in favor, say aye, please.
Aye.
Any opposed?
No.
I'm not letting you oppose. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate you doing.
Always hard work.
That's vice chair for Mr. Mark White.
Don't you ever not show.
I won't be at the next meeting. Our next one is secretary. Do you have anyone? Now, we are really blessed, just to let everybody know, that we have someone that takes minutes for us. So the secretary is not actually given that. They do have to approve the minutes and sign for them, I think. The secretary will have that. But right now, we have the staff actually writes those out for you. So in the event that whoever would want the secretary, just so you know.
I nominate Cece for this. I'll second that.
That was quick. You just explained I don't have to do anything.
Make a motion, nomination cease, we elect by acclamation.
I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you very much for everyone. Appreciate it. And your
She better show up every day.
our November twenty twenty-two minutes are in our packet, which really threw me off because I had to think for a second that we did that. You did receive those, and in your packet from Mr. Tommy, along with we did not meet in December. There would not be new minutes for the month of November. And Tommy, were there any changes that you had been told about? Take a motion for the November 2022 meeting minutes to be approved.
So moved.
First.
It's okay, it works
About
both
did it.
ways.
About did it.
I promise you.
So, first and a second on the floor, all in favor? Motion carries. Next order of business is our November and December 2022 financial reports. Were there any changes, Tommy, from since the email was sent out
No, there's no change.
to the printing today?
Somebody else want to make a motion?
Does anything stand out on this, or everything look like it's supposed to be right?
Yeah, everything looks good. We're the November month, we were like 13.43% ahead of our revenues. And the next month, we were around 10. So we were ahead of our revenue expenses. So we're doing good. It varies through the year.
You have a motion for the November and December 2022 financial report.
So moved.
Motion on the floor, second.
Second.
Second, all in favor, say aye. Motion carries. Our next order of business is our water loss report, and that is going to be for November and December both.
I did not have time to get that together. I didn't have all the data, so I'll have to
So we can
put
present
off
that
to
next month.
Sorry about that.
Did you have any major freezes or outages during that
We
period?
did have some customers who had a lot of issues
Okay.
freezing. We had a lot of meter bottom bust. Some customers had water leaks. It thawed out. A lot of people had some issues. Or major breaks, no. Our neighbors had some pretty good issues. We didn't have to do anything to help them, but they were asking if we could, if we had to. But they had some, but we were fine for us, anything major.
Good news to hear. And I'll look forward to that report next month. The next order of business is our engineering report. Evan White with Mid-10 Engineering.
We took bids on
Can't hear him.
No, we can hear.
January the 19th for the tank project that's been going on since 19. The bids come in, we was only expecting 2 bids. There's only 2 tank manufacturers that do the concrete tanks. They're both out of Florida, Prom and Precon. But they get all the subs to do the other work, so they only do the tank portion itself. So the utilities, the site grading, all that other stuff is their subs. The subs, a lot of their subs backed out. Kemp Brothers, that y'all are familiar with, was the one that they both went with on their bid. And I have spoke with them and the low bidder, Crom, on the bid. The bid coming at $3,387,113.70 is the total bid for the project. You remember we went back to SRF and requested $250,000 because of the way the prices was going. Again, we started this in 2019. The one thing that has really increased was the pipe price. It came in at about $59 a foot. Nineteen, we estimate that to be $75 a foot, so that's basically double. The tank quote was given in 19 was $924,000, it came in at 1.75 million. So the difference in the tank was $831,000 since we started this project. And the pipe double, and that's your big items. I spoke with the contractors on where we could maybe cut some items. Of course, we added some electrical stuff in here so we could run some high tide type stuff. I think Tommy done this at a TVA plant and got it quite a bit cheaper than what the contractors do here, so we could always cut that out. It's about 48,500 there that could come out. If we could get some easements, traffic control would be able to be brought down for our savings there. The erosion control and maintenance were going to be, if y'all want to go forward with this project, we can negotiate with them and try to bring that down. Basically, we could take on the daily, it's bi-weekly logs, we could do that since we have an inspector down here doing that. And basically, if there's anything that has to be replaced, we can pay that in other line items besides them just blowing out. So it's everything. It shouldn't decide issue this, but it shouldn't be an issue. So we felt like that was a price that could be adjusted. I spoke with the site grading is due to the rock. That's about $500 million. And that's unknown, so I spoke with them, that's kind of, there's no other way to be fair. So that's the worst case it would be for y'all, that the contractor had to cover his stuff, so that's nothing we can really negotiate. I asked him about our dirt and rock price, but we know it's gonna be rock, so we don't think there would be that much savings. He's pretty much familiar with the area and he thinks it's gonna take most of that. The tank manufacturer already done what they could do. And that quote that they give us is pretty spot on with what they updated us with. So as you can tell, the second bidder added about another $1 million to his bid. We went back and asked for that additional money. So the budget, you had $2,079,600 in the budget for construction. With the bid that came in, it'd be $1,315,460.70 over what the law is from SRF. There's other money out there, y'all aware of. We can try to do something with that money there to cover the overage. As bad as we hate to say it, we could possibly go back to SRF and request another addition. Or y'all could just spend out of y'all's general fund to cover it, or you can reject all these bids and we can go back to the drawing board and try to rebid. But the way prices are, the tank, the reason I want to bring to your attention, the tank was at $924, and y'all know how concrete prices are. It's what it is. Unfortunately, steel is the same way right now. It's just about double. So steel tank the savings is not going to be there as it used to be. Chain link fence is double. So there's lots of construction projects coming out in the future, so I don't see prices getting better. So but that's totally up to y'all as far as what you the project. Y'all been into since 19 and it's almost, I ain't gonna say it's a double, but you can tell every year you wait, it just keeps costing more. You gotta remember too, the rehab on your existing tanks has to be done by TDEC requirements, and they have increased too, so whatever was quoted back then, you might as well basically almost double what it was in 1918. I think you guys both said 18, so that's the reason we went with this method. This was going to be, you get a brand new tank, through the life cycle of that. Take 3 out, go one back. The only other option that we have is you can take the 12-inch line out of the job. We would run 12-inch downtown with just some 8-inch right now. You can, in the future, with other monies, run that 12-inch line at a later date. Again, that price would go up to $158. That's the only savings we've got that we can bring that into it. Over the budget. But I'll take questions and try to answer. Anything like that. I'm sorry. We knew it was gonna be more, that's why we went back and asked, but with everything done, it's hard to judge construction prices, so it's very difficult.
This is not anything I think that departments are seeing when they're having grants and construction right now. And in my career world right now, last week there were some bids that were received, and the lowest bid was 40% higher than the lowest bid. It's pretty well a growing factor on everybody and struggling to get real numbers. Just so there's some clarity. Evan and Tommy acquired the numbers on what this grant was supposed to be based on what, like you said, the 2019 numbers.
That was originally submitted, yes, for the grant.
For the grant, so that's where we came with for that number, or where that number had come from. It was off of real numbers, not just something that pulled out of the hat. But the latest real numbers are more. We have a deadline that we need to work on for the tank, and like I said, the rehab is the rehabilitation for the existing tank is double to be TDEC compliant.
And I feel like the tank price is a good price. I don't want to tell you that it's not. The 1.7 is very competitive with the market right now for that tank. That is just where we're at in this today's market. Like I said, we've tried to look at where you could wheels and stuff, and you can take some stuff away, but I mean, as a vendor, you're $1 million off, so it's hard to take out $1 million. Like I said, the main thing is that 12-inch line. It's needed from a hydraulic standpoint. The 8-inch will get you by. But you'll have some photo issues there to try to shut that building down. Shut down next time. And you would be spending that money at a later date with another grant or wrong situation or out of your pocket, so, or more. And that's what I want you to understand. The way things are going, I don't see it getting better.
It's going on 4 years now.
Yeah, 2019 is when we turned it in. It took like, it took us 2 years to finally even get them to get us.
We
And
had
we
to
went back and asked for another.
actually call and go around to them, they finally, they had it, but they just said.
And COVID hit, so, I was during all that stuff, so.
Going back to them for more money is probably gonna be a while. They don't know how long it's gonna take. That might force you to rebid it anyway, and then it'd go up again.
I can't answer you on the ARP grant because that was something we had to apply for, they still ain't approved. If they do, we can always request that it go to this project and instead of.
Drop one of those 5 projects we had on the list and use it for that.
I'll change this.
We had one project in that, on those 5 is around $800,000, that'd be close to getting.
So something this.
It was just one of the 5, it was a redundant line for a leak to the tank, it's just somebody's trying to do to better provide service to the customers. But there's more, there's the non-competitive funds we need to talk about trying to apply for through the ARPA funds, which is coming out. Competitive, I'm sorry.
They're coming out, did you see it?
They're coming out, so there's more money to apply for.
When you apply for those, it's 15 months.
It's coming out soon, they release the date, but what they're wanting to push there is regionalization, water reuse, and resource protection. So that's kind of well, regionalization, if you want to reach out to your surrounding customers and try to do something there, there'll be some money for that.
There is, I can't speak to, but the money that we asked for, supposedly kind of, there's $8 million regional money that come through the court. That money might be diverted, because it's part of that process of the regionalization.
But we don't know the stipulations.
So we don't know stipulations of that money, there's gonna be a meeting here soon to go over that.
Like short term soon or long term?
They're waiting on short term since I can't say when, because Ray Render was in here this last week and he said they're trying to get to the meeting with the Corps and everybody, all like the placeholders involved to get together and talk about it. I don't know the date on that, but they're working on it.
But being on the river, we're still in a great position to provide water for the region.
Your contractors in no hurry as far as being able to move into, so
So we can drag our feet.
you can't drag your feet on approving the bid, but what I'm saying is you can work out the details before they show up, so.
And also, everybody will have to be paid the second shows up too, we'll have to do.
We could do a change order and take out some things, if there's some things we have to
Well, I meant, like, we're not writing a check for
We-
this total amount in the very beginning.
Oh, absolutely not.
This is
No,
funds
no.
that'll actually be
But you
paid
will,
out
we will have
over-
to get a letter from, y'all and from Travis County government saying, no, we're gonna pay the overages. Tell you what the project is, but
I think I'll put the bid.
Y'all also have it,
Get on stuff going.
y'all have it to pay. That's what the money's for, that we have to pay, it goes toward projects like this. That's what it's meant for, what it's supposed to be used for. So we've been holding money in the money market account while we're paying for this building, which we only have maybe one more payout. There's enough money in that money market. We've held that in there because of this project too, so we know the outcome. But it could be paid out of that. So we had it to pay. It's kind of, there's several options here.
Speaking of money in the bank, we need to check our interest rates.
Yes, sir. We're gonna check on that this week.
They offered us 4.5% this week on CD.
Well,
More than one bank has offered us that.
I think the last one we still got one at 2.7, but it's about to go out sometime. But the last one we renewed was like 0.6%. Sometimes you can ask for a bump up, but there might be a time frame you can ask for that, but we can ask what the policy is. And find out what it is and go from there.
I'm just saying, enough money in there, 4.5% or in that neighborhood. We pay out this million, we recoup our million a whole lot quicker.
And this money in that money market account, we would have transferred that over to a CD eventually, but we held it in there for these projects hanging out here, just in case we need it. Because you can access the money. And in a money market account, you get a better interest rate than it's sitting in your checking account.
I mean, I think if we got the money, hopes of possibly getting some free money somewhere else to offset it, but if we've got the money, I think we need to go ahead.
I agree to go ahead and do it, because it ain't gonna get.
All it's gonna do is go up.
Yeah.
And I don't think we're ever going back to the prices we used to know.
Now, you're not gonna see it.
Not even.
This may go down, but it ain't gonna go where it used to be.
not for the next foreseeable future.
I'll say
There's too much
I
going on.
think we've raised the floor now.
They're really not stopping, they're still going up. They're going up about 20% on some fire hydrants.
And if you do award it, you want us to cut some stuff down, I would like some kind of,
Shopping guidance.
yeah, some kind of guidance from y'all, because
I least
there's some
some
electric,
items.
there's a few items we could work with.
Right, but line item 18, 21, 22, 23,
18, I
24.
can't take you out, it's national security.
Okay. We would do it, but they wouldn't do it.
Oh, you're saying
Do it in-house.
We do it in-house. Everything,
the fence?
yes, the fence. 18, SCADA will take care of it in line item 21, 20, I mean. And then we'll do the fire hydrant and all the electrical.
Okay.
That takes out that gives you about $100,000.
Yeah, and I had some coming out on traffic control, possibly erosion, so I had 125.
What exactly comes to traffic control?
Where it was gonna be on Per Year's Bend Road, it's so close to the ditch where they don't have to lay it on the trencher. It's just their traffic control, flaggers, all that.
So you're talking man hours also.
They what?
Yeah.
Liability too.
Work crew. What about,
But they're wanting to get, they're really wanting to get some easements and get back behind the, off the road. If that's the case, then my solution is they're gonna have to come off the traffic control. There's no sense in having it out the road, so. And they're going to want to work with us, that's what I'm saying, we can do something once we really do some support and go, but safe as we can.
Money market account, Tommy, after you make your last payment over here, how much you projected to have left in that account?
Well, right now it's like 1.9 million.
So more than enough to cover what we need here.
More than enough, the last payment ain't gonna be a whole lot over here.
So you're thinking 1.9 after you make that last
It'll
payment?
be less than 1.9, but not a whole lot, that's like 1.8, 1.7, if that, it'll be less,
Like I said, there was still more, way more than enough.
way more than enough to cover the difference in this.
We're probably looking at that.
And we've held on to it for this reason, to see what will happen.
That's good thinking.
But if it worked out, we'd have turned it into a CD.
so you're looking at the chain link fence, the barbed wire post
That's a suggestion, it's,
possibly being pulled out, that's $37,000 and doing that in-house. Your fire hydrant assembly,
do that.
The 3-inch conduit to the next conduit to the curb.
3-inch, 1-inch, and 200 amp out,
Yeah, 18,
amp panel,
21,
excuse me.
22, 23. Because we've done an electrical system to TVA tank up there. I don't remember the full price, but I believe we done it for less than $8,000.
What year?
Just this year,
I don't know, it's about
Well,
last year,
I'm sorry.
I think,
the end of it.
when they could get stuff. I mean, we got a few stuff left over, we got some time left over, some other stuff from where we gonna do something somewhere else too. So
It is, you don't have, you wouldn't have to do it. You can always go solar. It's
we can do
just-
solar, but I'd like to have
It's
the,
not,
we're trying to get fiber wire to every place, because the SCADA is just so, sometimes it's spotty with the technology we use now, but with the internet, it's more label, it's pretty. It's important to get your information, so we've been trying to get everything we can. We're working on that. We're working on the one out here on Gravel Hill too, getting power hid. Because we're getting, the county's trying to, police department, sheriff's department, trying to get another tower. We've done working in a co-op with them to get, we're putting in the electrical and doing the work for them to build the tower. We use the tower too, but they're trying to get a grant for a tower, emergency tower right there for the signals and stuff.
So it's right under.
125, 447 for the year.
and that's 18, 21, 22, 23, 24.
20 also.
20 also, the 40, okay.
Are you
I did
wanting to
not
do
have.
the- Are you wanting to do the vaults or anything?
We can try. I can price them, I can get all that stuff.
I don't think you're gonna have something to handle it all. The size of it.
I
You do,
got a, 310. Thing you take it up.
Not have it. It's gonna be really heavy. It's 6 foot by 4 by 6 by 7 foot.
You know the weight of it?
Yeah, and you got the gate valve, it all that comes a circle.
Oh, it comes.
So it's probably 15,000.
We can pull the skate off of it, we can add that, so
Do what now?
take the skate off of it,
Yes, the scale is about 10.
take it off, we can do that, so. Add that into the power,
Correct.
cause we have a vendor for our skater right now, they'll install the box.
Yes. That's how that's going.
Yeah, they were gonna use our people, the technology we use, we just do that ourselves.
So you need a motion?
Just approve it, cause it's going to have to be approved after this, but
approve the bids.
we can always get together. Y'all will give us some kind of guidance, we're gonna have to get together with the contractors.
So can we approve the bid tonight and then just kind of hash it out later about how we're gonna pay for it?
Well, you're
The
gonna
bid
have to,
as
you're gonna
presented
have to,
or the amended bid that they're gonna,
Right, do we need to amend and pull 21 through 24 and 18 for this
no,
motion?
you just approve it as it is. You have to approve the bid.
Okay,
We have to approve it as
We
is.
can work with the contractor.
You can
Because he's gotta
negotiate
be
with
willing
him,
to sign a change.
a change order.
Correct.
and we're looking at possibly over 100 to 100 plus thousand to be done in-house. Motion to approve. Motion to approve. The bids.
I make a motion that we move forward with the, bid, that has to be negotiated, with the amendments and what we do in-house.
Do we have a second? If you can get all that, did you get all that?
So we need to specify which bid.
Which,
Ma'am, we'll need to
Yeah.
specify
Chrome
Chrome.
LLC.
I'll second that.
Oh, thank you. Your second, sir?
Second.
We have a first and second on the floor. All in favor? Say aye, please. Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Do you need us to discuss the financing on this tonight? Or make any movement on financing tonight?
So what kind of time frame are we looking at?
Take out here, currency Friday. Right, it's,
yeah, that's the time we give them a notice to
how do you
proceed.
know it's proceed,
They're about, 4 to 6 months out on the tank. But what they would do is they have their sub come in here and start the, all their, to do the
site
the
plan.
site work. Is they want the contractor to then do the water line, once they're here doing the tank. So they would start doing the clearing, getting everything, the base of the tank, ready to go on. You're saying timeline as far as when they might show up?
No, let them know we've approved this, I mean,
Oh, I'll let them know tomorrow, but then I've gotta send something to SRF. We'll have to get some letters out of y'all, to go with it.
That's why I'm asking if you need any further movement on financial obligation, so that you can set it letters.
We already voted to do that, just moved it over, so.
We got time to figure out what we're gonna come up with.
Yeah, y'all just gotta write a letter saying you're gonna cover the overage.
So this time next year, we should have the project complete.
Yes.
We'll go ahead and write it down.
How far out is the tank? 4 to 6, 4 to 6.
Yeah, that's when I'm getting here about July, is what they're telling me. It takes them 14 weeks to do it. And they're pretty spot on. They're good. That's all we do.
Anything else you have, sir?
You telling me, bro?
Next order of business is our general manager report.
This, we talked about this for a while now, that PFAS agreement that we got, our attorney recommended using them and a partner firm they have, I'm not sure they are. This is, we just did our first test today too, they had to go to California, had to be mailed to California. Not many places to do those tests. But PFAS, it's a long name I can't pronounce, but basically it's called for every chemical that's man-made chemicals that do not deteriorate in the environment. And they have some pretty severe health issues, symptoms from them. TED has gotten, they got a lawsuit filed or getting ready to do a lawsuit with National Rural Water Board and getting all the utilities they could. But our attorney offered this here, he recommended this, and I did talk to Mr. Scholes, and he said they ain't got no heartburn over it, or the TUD if we go with this, because he said either way, there's no way to tell what outcomes on the lawsuits if you do better with one or the other. But Mr. Scholes is he's their general attorney, their advisor, so. I can get him on the phone if y'all have any questions. He's willing to talk to y'all if y'all have any questions. Mr. Michael Wall, which is our attorney from Grant Stenner and Jennings. Guess we're to the point now where you need to act on it or do something. But get something in the woods on it.
So just to clarify, this will be our representation.
And your attorney is involved in this directly, so you don't have nobody with the other group.
This would be our representation in any lawsuits
Yes.
against major corporations who produce these chemicals.
Yes, if you find something in your water, and there's no telling until we get all these tests, there's 4 sets of tests this year, every quarter, that we have to do. And it's all dependent on what you find. What may have come about it, if you find you got a particular problem, they go after the litigation to help add something to the treatment plant to get it out. That's kind of what this is there for.
This costs us nothing unless they
Unless
make
they,
a financial recovery.
unless they get recovery, you don't pay a dime, but there's the agreements in here what they would get if they do
33%.
33%. And I do believe a judge can change that if he chooses to change that. If he rules it, he can make it different. That 33% could be lower if he decides differently, but that's up to the judge. I guess the biggest difference between this group, the one with TUD, at least your attorney that you have on the retainer is involved in it. He knows your business. I think they'll do a little better job for you.
Having movement on the PFAS retainer and fee agreement.
Your packet here. Oh, I'm sorry, you were talking, we'll go over and talk yet.
second?
Second.
So first and second on the floor, all in favor of CPAS retainer fee agreement, say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
You want me to sign this at some point? You got a main copy of it now?
I do not have it with me,
Okay.
but he has it right there. And then our next order of business.
Your signatures, chairs.
Your next.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. We just doing this as official. I think the county, I heard the county, me and y'all went up to the expended limit. But, just to have the board recognize it, and, Mr. Mike Wall helped write this for y'all to pass. It's, just saying that y'all accept, the board accepts this, change in our seal bids, the limit, $5,000.
So the county went to 25, wasn't it 10?
The state changed it.
We're basically just gonna mirror what the other departments do.
Yeah, we do this because we've been questioned by comptroller before about certain things, if we've done it or not, if we've accepted it. I just want to do it so if that comes up, we'll have this piece of paper saying we accept it.
I'll say.
Go ahead first. As a second on the floor, all in favor for the 25,000 purchasing threshold for bids? All in favor, say aye, please.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
Just one more thing, we hope to, our goal date to move into the building will be the 16th or 17th.
White Park.
Or,
White Park.
we
I still ain't even seen it.
Well, that's our goal. Yeah, we may have something for
I
our
can't even
house.
get an invite.
We'll put this in the paper at a time, let people know we're moving over. We got a few things to do between here and there. A little more of it.
You were invited.
Yeah, we're gonna go through the first and the 10th, and get through the roughest part of the month, and then move over and let the public know that we'll be over here in this building.
We're gonna have a couple of days of mourning because they're leaving, because they're taking all the cooks with them. So we're gonna be sad for a few days, and then probably wear black at least for a couple of days.
Calico.
Then we can celebrate.
We ain't that far away.
You gotta cook.
She can cook.
Yeah, she cook.
Okay, y'all. Can I pass this around now? I mean, he had it where y'all all signed it. I don't know if that was the way it should have been, but y'all don't mind signing it.
No public, Ms. Callie, she didn't play the role.
She ain't public.
And, take a minute for any board member comments or updates when you
Do you even know what my name is?
Yes, I think
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, you wanted to be.
No, I was just teasing. We're good. Read it, I didn't sign it, so.
There you go, boss lady.
What? The one who I've never known what his real name was. I now know what it is.
I'm pardon. I can make a copy of that, y'all.
I thought her, the two
Just
resolutions.
better sign that.
No, just the one.
Other ones with
Miss Bay was the sign on the PFAS thing. That's got it. It's all with. That's all I have.
Do you have anything else?
our next meeting.
It would be the second, unless that's that's not a holiday, but it's
The 14th?
It's not a holiday.
It's not a real holiday.
whatever you think about that. It ain't gonna.
I'm truly traveling that day. I was jokingly serious, joking and serious about the next meeting.
We can wait on it. We can push a week.
So if we can.
Bubba might have some romantic engagement.
Nothing wrong with that.
We don't want him in trouble. Yeah, we need to push that week.
And truly to be traveling that day, I don't want it to.
You wanna look at the calendar and say that with the
We'll
full
get with
note?
Ms. Thomas and see what's available, what availability we have, because we will be in here at that time just doing the thing. So,
I think that have to do with being a good training ready.
so we will look at due dates and reschedule from the 14th. And if you send me an email if there's any day that does not work for you, that I will be traveling back on the 14th, so it'll be after. But I do have a midday flight now, if that's necessary. Yeah, I'm stuck. I am going to.
This is a romantic getaway for the holiday?
I wish I could say that it is a romantic holiday, but it's.
Oh, it's not.
My brother's getting married, and so we're going.
Yeah, I don't want to hang it.
It works out. Count.
If there's any other business,
Motion to adjourn.
so motion second, and all in favor? We're adjourned.
When do they get married at? We fly down and have our meeting.
One of our